I'm going to be sharing with you in this video 10 signs you're awakening to your true potential, who you truly are, that inner fire within you where you know you're capable of being who you want to be and creating what you want to create and showing up in the world that is in alignment with who you truly are. And in this video, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. So if you're new to this channel, what I want you to do is I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to hit that notification bell because I do post a new video every single day. Also, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video. It's also going to be in the comments of this video as well. So this is going to be 10 signs you're awakening to your true potential. And once you start to realize this, it is truly life-changing. Now, the first sign that you're awakening to your true potential is you start to feel that you know you want something more. Not that you're in resistance to what's happening. In fact, maybe you even feel a little bit neutral and you feel content in a sense. You're accepting of where you are, but at the same time, you want to create more, not because you want to play life to not lose. So you're not playing life to not lose. You want something more because you're playing life to win. See, what most people do is they play life to not lose. They play life because they don't feel how they want to feel and they want to feel a little bit less worse. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but when you're awakening to your true potential, you're no longer in a place of feeling less bad. You're in a place of how do I feel better on top of the goodness that I already feel now. That means that you're changing your mindset from how do I play life to not lose to how do I play life to win? How can I be a winner? And not taking away from anybody else's experience either, but playing life to win, because why not? Why not play life to win? Why not play life in a way that allows me to win and help others win as well and create a win-win dynamic? If you know you want something more from that place of already being connected to the oneness of all that is, and already feeling like you're good, but you just want something more because why not? That's a huge sign that you're awakening to your true potential. Now, the second sign that you're awakening to your true potential is that the circumstances stop defining your internal state. See, what most people believe is that what's happening has to define their emotional state. And that's not the truth whatsoever. The circumstances have nothing to do with how you feel. I'm going to say little to do with how you feel if that doesn't resonate for you, and that's too much. But I'm going to go even as far as to say is that the circumstances have nothing to do with your internal state because you choose your energy. You choose how you respond to this present moment. This present moment is just stuff happening. And that stuff that's happening, you can either react to it or choose to respond to it in a way that you prefer, in a way that is in alignment with your higher self. And emotionally, you can choose to be aligned in a way where the circumstances do not define your internal state. Excuse me. Now, if you start to realize that, if you start to feel that the circumstances are no longer defining your internal state, what's happening is that you're awakening to your true potential because that's what your potential is. That's what your life purpose is. Everybody has a different life purpose at an external level, but internally we're here to hold that light, to hold that consciousness, to hold that awareness and lead by example and show others that we can be who we want to be and feel how we want to feel and be totally aligned with who we are. So if you're feeling that the circumstances are not defining your internal state any longer, that's a huge sign that you're awakening to your true potential. Now, the third sign that you're awakening to your true potential. By the way, if any of these signs resonate with you, leave a comment down below and share with me which one resonated with you while you're listening to it. Now, the third sign that you're awakening to your true potential is that you're letting go of what contradicts your true desires. Okay? Now, if something is contradicting your desire, maybe an action that you're taking, it's like you know that this action, this movement, this behavior, this is not in alignment with what I want. So you stop doing it. You stop taking the action. Maybe there's a person in your life where you can feel that this is not in alignment with who I want to be. So you let go of that person without exception, without hesitation. You say, you know what? I am capable of something more. I know my potential. I know what I'm worthy of. This is not helping me. So you cut it out of your life. If you're starting to have that mentality where you're very quickly, without hesitation, letting go of what contradicts your true desires, that's absolutely a huge sign you're awakening to your true potential. Because when you awaken to your true potential and you're in alignment with who you are, you don't tolerate things that don't align with who you are. You don't tolerate, you don't settle for things that aren't who you want to be. If something is in alignment with who you want to be, you let it go because that's not who you are. That's not resonating with your spirit, and so you let it go. That's a huge sign. If you're letting go of what contradicts your true desires, that's a huge sign that you're awakening to your true potential. Now, if any of these resonate for you, also leave a like button as well. Now, the fourth sign that you're awakening to your true potential is that you stop believing in fear. Okay? You might still experience fear. You might still have fear coming up in your experience. But the difference now is that you don't allow it to define your actions. You don't allow it to define who you prefer to be in this present moment. You might still experience the contractions. You might still feel the fear, but you know what? You don't believe in it. You don't give it energy. Well, I remember when I was working with one of my mentors one time, and I was feeling a lot of fear, and he asked me a question. He said, Francis, do you have to believe in that fear? And I realized, no, I don't. I can feel the fear, but I don't have to believe in it. What is believing in something? It's giving it energy. It's giving it consciousness. Don't give awareness to fear because you're only going to get more fear. Energy flows where attention goes. So if you stop believing in fear, if you start realizing that fear and giving that energy is not serving you, that's absolutely a huge sign that you're awakening to your true potential. Now, number 5, the fifth sign that you're awakening to your true potential is that you're always looking up things that support your desires. You're always looking at maybe YouTube videos, you're always reading books, podcasts, listening to things, maybe while you're cooking the dishes, maybe while you're cooking food or washing the dishes, you start to play, my English broke there for a second, but we're gonna keep going. You start to play audios maybe that you're listening while you're doing those chores, right? You're looking up things that support your desires. You're always listening. You're always receiving. And then when you're receiving, then you use that information then to give back more. You're always in that flow. You're just sort of confirming to your mind exactly what you want to hear because you know that's what you're going to start to manifest in your life, right? You start to awaken to the fact that, of course, energy flows where attention goes. There's no right or wrongs really in this life, but if you want to focus on something and manifest it, you want to give your brain as much information as possible that's in alignment with what you want. So if you're doing this automatically, maybe you didn't realize you're doing it, or totally intentionally on purpose, that is absolutely a huge sign that you're awakening to your true potential. You're just listening and you're always receiving. When I started to, go through my awakening and start to make more YouTube videos and do all these things that I love, I was just, and I still do this now, but this is when I started to do it, I would realize that I was starting to just always be listening to information that was supporting what I wanted to hear. And I did that on purpose. Because there's multiple sides in life that you can go into. There's no right or wrongs. People are always attacking each other, battling each other on who's right, who's wrong. If there's no right or wrong, what do you want? Whatever you want, listen to that. If you're doing that, what's happening is that you're definitely awakening to your true potential. Now, number 6, the 6th sign that you're awakening to your true potential is you notice that energy flows where attention goes. You notice that what you look for, you will find. Right? I remember when a couple years back when I was starting to awaken to the law of attraction and realizing that our thoughts create our reality, my friend really what he wanted was a Mustang GT. He really loved that car. We were talking about this Mustang GT that he really loved, and that day we saw 5 Mustang GTs continually flowing outside over and over and over. And that's when I started to realize, wait a second, what I think about, I will see. Right? If you're starting to notice that energy flows where attention goes, and what you look for, you will find, you see that your thoughts do create your reality. What you think about, you will manifest in your life. That's absolutely a huge sign that you're awakening to your true potential because you're seeing that you have that power to give energy only to what your heart prefers to experience. And if you're doing this, you're absolutely awakening to your true potential. So once you start to realize this, there's no going back because you're going to start to consciously only focus on what you want. And once you do this, things are going to start to speed up for you in a very powerful way. If that's happening to you, if you're noticing how powerful your attention is and how where your attention literally manifests things in your life, and what you look for, again, you will find, you are definitely awakening to your true potential. Number 7, the 7th sign that you're awakening to your true potential is that you are determined, no matter what, to manifest what you truly want. Okay? Maybe you have challenges coming up. Maybe you have trials and tribulations and things happening that are out of alignment, that seemingly are out of alignment with what you want. But throughout all of those challenges, you're determined. You have a commitment. You have a knowing that you're going to manifest that thing no matter what is happening in your experience. You're determined. You're committed. Maybe not every single day. It doesn't really matter how often. I guess I personally love to do things every single day, whatever that thing is that I prefer. But you're determined. You're consistent. You're extremely determined. You have that knowing. You're in a determined state of consciousness. You have a focused attitude towards the fact that no matter what is happening, you are going to get what you want. There's no question about it. There's no doubt. Maybe there is doubt, but you know even throughout the doubt that you're determined and you're going to get it no matter what. No matter what. No exceptions. You're going to manifest what you want. If you're in that energy of being so determined that no matter what, you know you're going to get what you want, what's happening is that you're absolutely awakening to your true potential, because only people that awaken, only when you're extremely, my English broke there for a second, when you're extremely determined, people that are extremely determined only have that level of determined. I love to when my English breaks, and then I keep recording. It's really funny to watch back the videos. When you're extremely determined, only people that are extremely determined are going to be experiencing the fact that they are achieving that state of being connected to their true potential. So only people that are extremely determined are going to manifest what they want. And when you have that level of determination, when you have that level of focus, when you have that level of no matter what I'm experiencing, no matter what challenge, no matter what emotions I feel, I'm not going to give energy. I'm focused in a certain direction. Oh, a fear comes up, a challenge comes up. Yeah, that doesn't matter. I'm focused. I'm determined. I know where I'm going. Things are out of alignment that seem like it's contradicting my desire. Doesn't matter. I know where I'm going. Okay? When you have that level of determination, you know you're awakening to your true potential. Only people that have that level of determination are going to manifest what they truly want. And that's when you know that you're awakening to your true potential. Now, number 8, the 8th sign that you're awakening to your true potential is that you feel supported by a higher power. Okay? You feel supported by something greater than your ego. Something greater than your mind can understand. You feel supported by yourself. You know that on some level that higher power is you. You know that on some level that is who you truly are. You know that on some level you're supported by your own self, because you are that oneness. That oneness is you. And if you feel supported by that higher power, whether you see it as a reflection of yourself or something outside of yourself, both are fine depending on how you see it in that moment. But really it is all you. But of course, on some relative level, it is an illusion that it is outside of you. But you feel supported by that energy. You feel supported by the fact that you can always get what you want. And you don't need to take away again from anybody else's experience, because everything is you. And also that those external reflections of you are helping you to go where you want to go. Okay? That's a huge sign that you're awakening to your true potential, is you feel that strong level of support and connection to your higher self, to something higher than your ego. There's something higher than the limited, dense version of me that has to be limited. You know that you're more than that limited ego. You know that you're connected to something extremely powerful. Number 9, the 9th sign that you're awakening to your true potential is that your intuition is much stronger than it has been in the past. When something doesn't resonate, you can really feel that, nope, I don't need to give that energy. That's a stupid thing to give energy to from a relative point of view. Absolutely speaking, if I went there, it wouldn't be so bad. I learned some lessons, but you maybe went in the direction of not trusting your intuition so many times that you have a stronger discernment of what to go into and what not to go into, what to give energy to and what not to give energy to. And this becomes really subtle because it could even be maybe you're in the middle of doing something and you have a limiting belief come up, maybe a limiting fear comes up while you're in the act of doing what you love, and you don't believe in that and you carry on anyways. You carry on no matter what is happening. You carry on no matter what resistances you feel. Not that you're pushing in the direction of the resistance, quite the opposite. You feel the resistance, but you let it go and focus in the direction that you prefer instead. Your intuition is getting much, much stronger, and you're trusting in your resonance much more than you used to. That's absolutely a huge sign that you're awakening to your true potential, is you're really starting to trust in that intuitive capability that I believe every single human being has. Now, the final 10th sign that you're awakening to your true potential is that you're overall a much more fearless human being. You're fearless. You don't believe in the fear anymore. Like I said, you stop believing in the fear, but you are showing up in a way that's completely fearless. You're overall a more fearless human being. So not only do you not believe in the fear, you're just being that fearless version of yourself on a consistent basis. You're overall taking more actions that are grounded in a fearless energy. That fearlessness is, I don't know if that's the right way to say it, you're starting to trust in that fearless energy. That fearless, meaning fearless, meaning no fear. You're trusting in that. If you're trusting in an energy of no fear, you're trusting in trust itself. That's a huge sign that you're awakening to your true potential, because only people that are awake, only if you're awakening to your true potential, you're going to be a fearless person. That's what I tried to say earlier, but it wouldn't come out for some reason. Only when you're awakening to your true potential, you stop believing in the fear. Only when you're awakening to your true potential, these signs are what you're going to be experiencing. Only when you're, now it's coming out properly, before my English was just breaking. Only now what's happening is that you're overall a fearless human being, because you're awakening to who you truly are and your true potential, which is going to be absolutely life-changing from this point moving forward. Now, with that, I conclude this video. If any of these signs resonated for you, leave a like button, leave a comment down below sharing with me which sign resonated for you. I'd love to hear about it. Once again, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation. It's also going to be in the comments of this video as well. Also, please hit that like button for me so that more people can get access to this content, because I do believe that every single person on this planet does deserve to know that they are the creators of their reality, and that they can manifest their reality and do so in the most effortless and easy way possible, helping themselves and helping others in the process as well. And hitting that like button does help YouTube algorithm push the videos out to more people, and that would be greatly appreciated. As always, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.